Okay, so apparently part of my guitar collection is now evidence. This one, potentially suspicious. This one, legally questionable. This one, basically a Strat with anxiety. So if you haven't seen this yet, Fender is sending cease and desist letters to smaller boutique builders. These are letters asking those builders to stop making guitars shaped like this. This is an S shape. S for Stratocaster, not because it necessarily looks like an S, although you could get there with this double cutaway. Point is, any guitar shaped like this, henceforth, Fender believes, is under their jurisdiction as far as the artistic design is concerned. Now, this is not a video of me saying Fender bad. I love my Fender guitar. This is like one of my favorite guitars, so I'm never gonna stop playing Fender stuff. I'm always gonna be using Fender gear when it suits me, but I understand Fender's trying to protect its iconic design. Boutique builders just want to build cool S-type guitars, and us consumers want to have all the guitars available to us at all times. And as I said, I personally own enough S-type guitars to accidentally start a support group. According to Guitar World, Fender sent a cease and desist letter to LSL Instruments asking them to kindly stop creating S-type guitars. This traces back to Fender winning a legal ruling in Germany on S-type guitars that were being distributed in Europe. Now, here's a really important part. The German court actually recognized the Fender Stratocaster body shape as a copyrighted work of art. It is pretty nice, isn't it? Honestly, the most guitar thing ever. Look at my sick guitar. You know this is a work of art. Look at this bad boy. People, yes, the double cutaway is very ergonomically friendly and very reminiscent of the Picasso era. But anyway, Fender is apparently using that ruling to strengthen its case in the United States. Now, before you start throwing relic tomatoes at Fender, there are actual counterfeit issues in the guitar industry. We've all seen the ads of the Fender Schmatocaster from China or something, you know, the fake Gibson Les Pauls that you see. But this gets messy fast because, like, the guitar industry is built on S-type guitars. What if a Strat, but an espresso machine? But this is where it gets interesting. Back in the 2000s, Fender actually tried to copyright the S-type, the Tele, and the P-Bass, and they lost. The reasoning was because those shapes just became too common in the marketplace. The Strat shape is basically public consciousness at this point. The Apple emoji is a Strat. If you ask a little kid to draw a guitar, he'll draw a Strat. It's like trying to trademark cutting your pizza into triangles, or like aviator sunglasses, or blues pentatonic licks, trying to trademark those. Actually, no, somebody please try and trademark that lick. Maybe Guitar Center would finally become peaceful. But the thing is, Fender has historically protected headstock design way more than body shape design as far as copyright trademark goes. That's why Sir exists, Tom Anderson exists. Literally every boutique builder exists and has changed its headstock in accordance with Fender's request, I suppose, but that's cool. The S-type is sort of like a vessel, and the headstock is really what matters. I don't necessarily even see the body shape of a guitar unless it's weird or bad. If it's a regular body shape, I don't really even notice. It's the headstock, and more importantly, it's the guitar player. I mean, the modern guitar industry has literally evolved into boutique builders being like, what if we took Leo Fender's design and this? And the thing is, Leo Fender actually kind of did that. Remember G&L guitars? I actually made a video about this last year, about G&L getting bought by Fender and then effectively disseminated and dispersed and destroyed. And the public reaction, of course, has been fascinating. People essentially agree that the Fender Strat shape has become part of the people's now. We own it. Honestly, I get that perspective too. The Strat is sort of like a Honda Civic. You soup them up, you mess with them. Nobody sees a Civic and they're like, oh, is that a 2004? They're wondering what's done on the inside, what's special about it, what's souped up. There's like the default customizable palette that Leo Fender created, and we all just agreed that this is good. We're good, we don't need to change anything. Very rarely does humanity agree on things, and we all agreed the S-type was awesome, a perfect vessel, a perfect canvas to create good guitars from. I mean, if we could all agree that we've advanced technologically as far as we really need to go, maybe all this AI crap would end. And there is something funny about guitar companies endlessly arguing over a design that was invented by a guy who was endlessly iterating on that design. Like, if Leo Fender's looking down from heaven right now, he's like, did you fix the bridge yet? What are you guys doing down there? Some people are saying, no, Fender should protect this stuff. It's their property, their intellectual property, their right to protect it against people who are copying them. Because there is a difference between inspired by designs and just straight up clones, which, you know, if you're just gonna make a straight up clone, I don't know, it's still pretty cool, I guess. So this whole thing has become a balancing act of trying to protect history, but allow for innovation, preserve the boutique market, but give the people what they want. One of the best takes came from just moments before I turned on the cameras to film my video. I saw my great friend Tim Pierce put out his opinion on the matter.
In fact, I've never made a video like this. I have friends who work at Fender, and I'm concerned for them. I have friends who work at guitar companies that aren't Fender, and I'm concerned for them.
Tim's whole vibe being that he has friends in the industry, including the boutique builders who are receiving these very scary cease and desist letters. He was on the side of the boutique builders who have their business kind of upended. I don't know the legality. I don't know if this is fully through yet or a thing that's actually happening. Leave it to a YouTube guy to not be a lawyer. But Tim has played on countless studio albums over decades, and when you've been in the industry that long, you stop looking at guitars as, ooh, Fender S-type guitar. You don't really think in terms of, ooh, this company good, this company bad. You look at what tool for the job you need. Does this guitar inspire me? Does it inspire people? That's where Tim is coming from, and I don't know what goes into the longevity of preserving history and if this seems like a complicated move for people like us, but is actually a very savvy move in 30, 40, 50 years when S-type guitars are hard to come by. Shout out to my buddy Phil McKnight for sort of breaking this news, interpreting the letter that Fender sent to some of the small builders, which includes allegedly not only asking the builders to stop sales, but also award Fender financial compensation in the form of 250,000 euros, as well as destroy all their current stock.
Go back to this letter because it's pretty crazy. It says you are to destroy the property and you're also to pay them 250,000 euros.
Thing is, the Fender Strat has become part of music vocabulary itself. It's simultaneously Fender's greatest achievement and apparently the thing that's bothering them the most these days. Now, I don't think Fender's gonna come kick your door down and take your parts caster. If they do, then I am screwed. But this does matter because Europe is a huge market, and if companies become nervous about making S-type guitars internationally, it could impact boutique builders, small builders, the works. So it's a big move. Again, in general, I'm just here for a good time. I do believe electric guitar culture is always collaborative. That's the best version of it. So when there's some sort of barriers put in place, I see this with copywriting music or things like that. Guitars have evolved slowly. There's a reason for that, because around the time the Strat came up, it was like, yeah, that's it, we're good. So I want to know what you think. Should Fender be protecting the S-type guitar model so rigorously, or should it just let us do what we want to do and buy up all the boutique Strats out there? Do you think that our S-type guitars, if this lawsuit does have weight, will they be relics of history in 40 or 50 years? So in honor of this historic day, I figured we would have an S-type jam and see what these guitars have to say about the whole thing.